Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete to open things up.
This defense for the Broncos, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready, get!
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll drop to throw.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Back to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cooper Kupp, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll set up to throw. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw again. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw again.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted.
Wow, So wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
But there is a certainty in this game. We know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner. Knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play. (7-7) our score after 1. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Let's go now.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Mustang 19. Back to 60.
Back to throw here. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Broncos have taken the lead.
I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
They'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas 1st.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right at them and right up the middle.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Here we go.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
79 Broncos.
Now back to throw.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Broncos had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Casey.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown. A big play there. 61 yards.
And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
They'll get that complete to Alberto.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Let's go
now after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And all the way home for the Broncos score.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. He'll take it inside the 25. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 80 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. Was not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes will continue to pile up.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Trap 60, trap 60. 19 right.
They're going to try and throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. They're going to look to throw.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here we go, sack.
Here's Jacobs, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Raiders get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
They'll try and throw for it. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Ready! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Broncos first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th.
18 Cardinal! 18 Cardinal!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line.
Top 19!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Batted by the safety, but caught anyway.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go now!
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
18, Pioneer! 19 tight, 19 tight. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Back to throw again. Steps away to his left. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Anthony Schwartz.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos get a bit closer. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
Let's go!
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure...
And a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
And that'll be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Albert 32 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The extra point up and good by Garibay. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got the 2-score lead. It looked low. They fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete here.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll set up a throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
The fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. On the handoff, this is Jacobs, and he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
2nd and 2. Touchdown! Darren Waller. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Carlson on for the PAT. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
2nd and 14. And now here is another interception.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Looking to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Broncos 41.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense.